this is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and today we're going to work on this one. This is pattern 112118 over on friendshipbracelets.net. I'm going to just give myself a little screenshot here of the pattern. It's really cute. I really kind of excited about this one. And then we're going to bring that over here. So this is my template. So my template is based on the idea of how many knots I can get from start to finish and have it fit comfortably on a wrist. So let's rotate that, and then it's really little, so we will enlarge that, and then we'll shove it off to the side. Now again, this is one of those ones where this got this pretty little diamond thing that could be the middle of it, or check this out, if we move this up, this cool little thing could be the middle, right? So it's, you got to make your choices. Now my whole reason for doing this and not just using the pattern that's on friendshipbracelet.net is I like to make sure that it's symmetrical from the center of the bracelet, that both sides have the same stuff. A lot of people don't worry about that. A lot of people will just choose a diamond start or a inverse diamond, a V shape, for their start for their bracelet, and then just let it go and end where it ends. And that's fine, except somebody like me comes along and says, you know, we could do better than that. You know, it doesn't have to be non-symmetrical. You know, I think anybody who's ever seen my setups at like a when I'm doing the sales and stuff, I think when people come along and they see it, I think that they see that extra work that goes into it, and I think that just makes it a little bit better. So I'm gonna put this thing in the middle. I really like how different that is. I don't know what it is about that really strikes me, but I like this. This is why I chose this pattern. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up here there's that, and I can use the colors right from the bracelet itself over here, because they're not either black or white. That when it's black or white, it's a little bit harder to do that because the outlines of all the squares are black and then the background itself is white. So it sort of makes it so if you want to change the colors later on, you kind of run into a problem. And you might notice here that I am only filling in 1/4 of this, and that is because it's kind of all I need to do. If I copy and flip this over to the left, I will get it because it's symmetrical along that whole vertical line there. All right, so now that's this row here. Hits the middle, comes up and down here, and one up there. And then this makes a little piece that way. And then this lighter color is here. All the way to here. In a dot. And then out for 5. And that little thing there. This is here. Oh, and it's here. Oh, I like that. And then there's that. So our little diamond shape Wait, did I miss something here? No, there's a diamond here, then a middle thing. I think I got this right. Wait, so where this is, there's supposed to be... And let's do the dark. Dark goes like that. And then there's this one here, this one here. And this one, this one, this one. And then pretty much the rest of this is all just dark. And then, wait, this is this piece. Yep, that's dark. Now, I have the joy of trying to put all the strings in the right order. The big quest here, if nothing else, is to find out what order the strings are at the top. Because the rest of the pattern's already laid out for us over on friendshipbracelets.net. So we don't have to necessarily fill in the whole pattern like this. I just like to do it because I think it just makes it a little bit easier as I'm working along to see exactly like where I am at, how this is going. So there's two of the light blues. It's the only way they could do it. It has to be two of those. And there appears to only be one of the yellow. Trying to follow the path downwards to see where it goes. Again, I really just needed to solve for the top half, but over on my webpage, I will share the pattern that I generated with this, and then it might make it easier for somebody. I don't know. I feel like it should make it easier. It makes it easier for me. Because that way I can see where I am in the whole overall design of things. And yeah. It's a dark one, yeah. Okay, so now a lot of little zigzag knots for some of these colors, like this lighter blue. I think in my head, I think I've already kind of figured out which shade of blue I want to use for this. I've got a couple that would look really good in this instance. So if this is, we've done all of the yellow, am I right? Oops, missed one. We did all the yellow, we did all of the light blue. That means all the rest is the dark blue. So let's simplify this. We will choose our default template color. Go over to the paint tool. We'll choose the dark blue. and we will fill whole selection. Bam, just like that. All the rest of all the strings are all filled in. Now let's hide our example and get our select tool out, and we can, I need to be a little higher up there. There we go. And we'll use our guidelines. I have a vertical guideline and a horizontal one that allow me to get this whole top corner. All right, so now if I Control C, Control V, I can use the flip tool, come over to our vertical line, boom, and just like that, it's done. So we can anchor that layer and we can merge that down. So that's all our top half. Now we take the select tool again, select the whole top half, just go down to that horizontal line, Control C, Control V, flip tool, flip it, and again with the anchoring the layer, and now for whatever reason it makes it so that way it's a separate thing. If I merge it together, all becomes one image. And there we go, there's our bracelet. So that cool shape happens 3 times. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds in it. I couldn't have asked for this to land in a more perfect way. Going into this with picking this pattern, I did not know that was the outcome. So yeah, that's awesome. This is gonna make a really gorgeous bracelet. Before I go, let me just thank my YouTube members for making this possible. It's their contributions that make all this possible, from the mics, the lights, and the strings. So thank you guys very much. If you want to see your name up on the screen, all you gotta do is the join button down there near subscribe, and yeah, it's like $4 a month to help support the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. And that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.